All right, we are here.
Beautiful.
Second show.
Second show
All
of
right.
the new format, Monday to Friday,
Yep.
the American
Here,
Pulse Podcast Live. This is fantastic.
here
This
we
is
go.
fantastic. So listen, Gene,
Oh, we got to do the here we go.
here we go.
Come on, that's valuable stuff, man. You can't waste it. We can't just like not do it. Oh, that's valuable stuff, man. You can't waste it. We can't what are you doing?
Hey, something's going on here. Oh, I know what's going on. What the hell? Dude, you got no idea what I got going on here. I had our YouTube channel open.
Oh, so it's a 1 second delay.
Yeah, it's live streaming on YouTube right now.
All right, so that's all right. That's good.
All right, gang is coming in. Great. All right, so listen.
Yeah.
Just real quick before we get into it. Last Friday and today, I started watching CNBC when I first get up in the morning from about 4:30 on, and I am going to tell you right now that the economic indicators for the United States, regardless of what you might read on X or elsewhere, the economic indicators are good. Here's just a quick.
All right. And I'm going to take that and then I just put it in 2 seconds. All right, go ahead.
So the U.S. economy is currently showing positive indicators. I wrote this up. Gene didn't want to show it.
No. Yeah, all right. There's other ways to say it. All right, go ahead.
Real GDP growth of 3% in the second quarter of 2025, following a 0.5% contraction in the first quarter of 2025. So what that means is when you're heading for a recession, if you have 2 or 3 quarters in a row, you're in a recession, right?
Right.
So the first quarter was a 0.5% contraction, and then we grew by 3% in the second. All right, this growth is driven by a spike in imports as U.S. companies stocked up ahead of widespread tariffs. Okay. But consumer spending, which accounts for just under 70% of U.S. GDP, increased by 1.4% from the previous quarter. These indicators suggest a healthy economy.
Look, can I tell you one indicator, Dave? Just one?
Yes.
All right? It's not egg prices, all right? It's not beef prices. I'm telling you, the American people, it comes down, it comes down to gas prices. Dave, whether it is, it's like people feel bad or good because they're going to bitch that they got to go every week to fill up their tank. And that's, I'm as dumb as it sounds, that is the indicator. Really.
Yeah.
That's the way people bitch.
But if people are complaining and yet going to the store and spending money, that's a good thing.
I know. I'm just saying that when you drive past, and anywhere you drive, you see the gas prices
are coming down. So you have to talk about that. Gas prices are down from where they were a year or two ago.
Right. If not, I'm telling you, everyone that's all they can think about, because every time they pass it, and every week you got to fill up your tank, and it's even worse. I got to say this: if you have one of those cars, blessed be one of those cars with premium. When it gets too high, everyone says, I got to ruin my car, and they put 87 in, right? Or in California, 86 or 85, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Like you, because you need something else to complain about besides the jets.
Well, I'm just saying that is the indicator, the economic indicator. What is it? All right. So we have a lot to talk about. So we're going to get into this?
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to say that all the doom and gloom you always hear about, it's not the case.
No.
This is going to start being brought out in January and forward.
Yes. Well, we talked about it. And for Trump's, for his own sake, even if he thought that Trump was not, that he was all in it for himself, you realize the economy has to get better. Otherwise, he's going to get shellacked in the midterms, and he doesn't want to lose it.
Right.
So it has to get better in that way. All right, we got to do the first story. All right, Dave Blaze, this is from the Dispatch. Go to georgemagazine.com. Sign up. It's free. Just put in your email. Every Monday through Friday, you get all the stories hand-selected.
9:15 a.m. It'll be in your inbox.
Okay, let's do the first one. Everyone's going to love this one. This is like the This is like gas prices. This is something people want to complain about whenever she says things nowadays from MAGA World. All right, Dave Blades, this is one of the stories in the Dispatch. Margie Taylor Greene criticizing Donald Trump. So it's...
Yeah. Now, you know, the funny thing is, she's a congresswoman. She knows how it all works. She knows that the United States has a presence around the world. She knows that our dollar is being purchased by all these nations on Earth, 174 countries, however many there are. And the thing is, she's like, oh, why don't you just focus on America? And do what? Leave a vacuum? Leave a giant power vacuum for someone else to fill? Is that what she's requesting?
Really? Okay. Really quick, and I'll say this. You could do it the opposite way. If Trump was like, oh, I'm going to ignore all Ukraine, I'm going to ignore the whole world, just America first. She could say it the opposite way. She would be right. What? She could say, this is not America first. America first means you need other people, other countries to help us out. Otherwise, you know. Anyway, let me do this video, right? This is a minute. You're going to love it, though.
In Florida this weekend, former President Donald Trump hosted two of the world's most high-profile leaders at his Mar-a-Lago estate. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The purpose? To discuss peace plans. First, an effort to resolve the Russia-Ukraine conflict that erupted in February 2022, and second, to address Israel's ongoing military campaign in Gaza. But not everyone in Trump's own party is cheering these international moves. Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene publicly criticized the former president, calling for a renewed focus on domestic priorities. Zelensky today, Netanyahu tomorrow, Greene wrote on social media, adding pointedly, can we just do America?
All right. Again, you know better. Okay, let's do it this way. Marjorie Taylor Greene, let's do it the opposite way. We'll give you the floor with that. What do you expect Trump to do? Not talk to Ukraine? Not talk to anyone? Just like nothing? Nothing at all. That's what I don't get with this.
This is idiocracy.
She knows it.
For the knuckleheads that follow her.
Because you know why? Because if you do not know, then you're like, yeah, she's right. Why in the world would we be involved with Ukraine? I did the show. Okay, the show that I just did, I explained this. I said, even if it was, first of all, it's good that we want no wars. So Trump is going in there to try to broker peace. But even if it wasn't do that, you realize how much money the United States has for Ukraine to win because of the rare earth minerals. That's how the United States gets repaid back.
Well,
so she could.
It's that. Yes, the United States will get paid back from that. That's all true. But also, the European nations are being brought into the fold because they are now buying our oil and natural gas.
And
instead of Russia's.
And so you guys know, NATO is buying American technology, the older stuff, the American military technology, because it's like they're passing it on. It's like, okay, so we're gonna.
That's another thing. You're 100% right. We're getting, people say, oh, you're sending all the weapons. We're sending our old stock. Now we're getting the new, better stock.
It's like your car, okay? It's after 5-6 years, or at least with me, 10 years. 10 years. Anyway, you're exchanging your old stuff, and then we get the new stuff, and they get the old stuff.
Yeah, it's like holding on to a Samsung S8. Oh, I love my S8. Meanwhile, nothing works on it.
I love my S8.
So he had to. I teased him almost into an eating disorder, and then he went and got a new phone.
All right, he's making fun of my phone. All right. We got another story. Why don't we just segue into this one? What?
Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
I just wanted to respond to Stella in the chat real quick.
Sure.
is that we have been posting on our group chat, on the insiders, on Facebook, and occasionally on Twitter in comments, the real story with silver. And just the biggest people, the biggest banks that could fall under the squeeze, the silver squeeze of selling short, and they got to go into the market and buy silver, are Bank of America and J.P. Morgan Chase. And let me tell you, however many billion, 20 billion, $30 billion loss they might have to absorb, they have assets. Bank of America has assets of $3.2 trillion. J.P. Morgan Chase, $4.4 trillion in assets. I don't think they're very much worried about some silver squeeze.
It'll all work itself out.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So don't listen to these people. Oh, banks are going to collapse. This is the beginning of the end. I don't know why these lunatics are always calling for disaster. It's terrible.
No, I agree. I agree. All right. You want to hit the next one? All right, this is the next story. This was in the Dispatch. You get it for free. Just go to georgemagazine.com. This is a story with, this was today, all this stuff with Zelensky. Yeah. And once again, if I can remind everybody, right, before it was like, oh, okay, Trump doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about people dying. Okay, he wants to end war, so you have to remember that. Right? So even Marjorie Taylor Greene, if you want to say, oh, why is he dealing with others? Well, maybe he's trying to help humanity. But the other thing about it, which is the United States has a stake in it. If Russia takes over Ukraine and there's no more Ukraine, then they're not going to honor this rare earth mineral deal, which is how we get repaid.
Right. And if Russia takes, everyone has to remember that Putin is a child of the old KGB,
right,
and the USSR. Okay, he was devastated when the United States and President Reagan pushed the USSR into a corner and it collapsed.
And if I could say, and then this was something you brought out a while back ago, Trump's strategy is the same as Reagan's strategy.
Right.
Flood the market with oil so that it's cheaper oil for us, but then everywhere in the world market, then Russia has to sell their oil lower. Otherwise, just buy it cheaper. Right. And then by doing that, they don't get as much money. So the same thing is going on today. All right, really quick. This is just
Hold on. The other thing is, Putin is talking about, oh, we gotta take over parts of Ukraine and all of this. They want to take over Ukraine, then they'll be on Poland's border. Okay, and other nations. Then they can start the USSR expansion again. It has everything that Putin says is a lie.
The thing with Poland. Oh, you know what? Let me just do this video. Okay, this is a quick one. 14 seconds.
Probably have to get their plan approved by Parliament or by referendum of the people. You would think that they want. I know they had a poll that it's 91% in favor of ending this war. Okay, so my point is with this, the negotiations is not easy, and that's why Trump is going in there, because even when he negotiates something with, what's his name? What's that guy's name? Not Zelensky. Zelensky has to take it to his parliament. It's the same thing, and they have to agree either by referendum to do this. Then he's got to go to Putin to say, is this good? It's very complicated, and Trump said it's hard. It's much harder than you think it is.
And what's on the table right now, aside from the rare earth minerals and all of that stuff, that's all good. The United States is offering 15 years of security. Okay, so Putin's big objection is that Ukraine wants to join NATO, and if Ukraine joins NATO, then NATO will be on Russia's border, right? So the peace deal now includes 15 years of security by the United States and Europe, right? So it's like a workaround. They're not officially joining NATO, but we're going to provide them security. Kiev, obviously Ukraine's Ukraine's government wants 50 years of security. So we're offering 15.
Right.
So
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
That basically what I'm saying is all of this is very difficult, and Trump's trying to navigate this. So he doesn't need Marjorie Taylor Greene, with all due respect to her. You know what is required. You're not.
Right.
You don't really. I don't really believe, all due respect, that you really believe that nothing needs to be done. That we just sit at home, because you could argue it the opposite way. All right.
Exactly.
All right, let's do the next story. Okay, this guy is on the move here. So this is Trump again today. So earlier he met with Zelensky,
right?
And then now, or he just did, or right now he's still there. Is Netanyahu is there, and this is all happening today.
Right.
There. All right. Now. Dave, I'm not exactly understanding all of this, but anyway, let me play this, and then maybe you could explain, or I could ask you some questions.
The United States wants to push ahead with phase 2 of the ceasefire deal, which should see a further withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza. Netanyahu is also preparing to make the case to Trump that Iran is once again expanding its ballistic missile program, posing a threat that could require another attack. That's according to a person with direct knowledge of the plans and 4 former U.S. officials briefed on those plans. Now, yesterday, the Iranian president says he considers his country in a full-scale war with the United States, Israel, and Europe.
All right, so
I have to put my glasses on so I can more.
He's smart.
Understand what's going on here.
Dave Blaze is becoming smart.
That's right. Like Governor Perry during the 2016 election, I got these glasses so I could look more intelligent. So here's the thing. Hamas, Gene, is like the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. All right? They're like the Black Knight. You saw in that video the devastation that's been done to Gaza, right? Devastated. These Hamas nuts are stockpiling weapons. And plus they still have the remains of a few hostages. Anyway, but they're stockpiling weapons. Now, part of the peace deal is that it's going to be like a multinational task force that will come into Gaza from various countries. They'll send in peacekeepers from various countries that will help the people get resettled, start the rebuilding process, and all of that. But this can't happen if Hamas is stockpiling weapons. I mean, what are these peacekeepers going to do? They're going to start taking the weapons from these lunatics? That's not going to happen.
I am trying my best to understand all of this stuff, but I know that with what's going on is that there's at least phase 1 of peace is they're not bombing each other right now. I think that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. So it is. The peace accord is working and so forth. First of all, the Iran's at war with everybody. What are those mullahs smoking over there? They're smoking some heavy-duty ganja or something because it's crazy. They're all nuts. So Netanyahu is saying to President Trump, listen, Hamas is still stockpiling weapons. We're going to have to go in there and bomb them again. And Trump's like, no. Enough with the bombing already. Enough with the bombing. There's got to be, we're going to work, we'll work something else out. So there's no more carry.
I understand, but actually, let me correct you. No, I'm just joking. All right, this is my glasses.
Well,
this is my glasses.
And then, in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, Trump is out of his mind. That's basically Schumer's whole shtick.
All right, we got to move on to. Can we move on to some fun stuff? Break time. This is good. This is a good break time. All right, I got to show my video that I'm going to do.
Oh my goodness gracious! The thing with the map.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Here we go, and then you got to stick around because we got the 2 final stories are pretty fun. Okay, here we go. All right, Christmas week spooky dooky for you. By the way, we're talking about the map, the new projection, and when you go to Las Vegas on this map, you'll find something very curious. First of all, there's a lot of water here in Las Vegas, flooding, and you'll also notice a bridge. That bridge is important. It's kind of a marker because
Christmas week, what is the famous bridge? Well, you guys remember this movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and you remember the scene at the end? By the way, that bridge here matches that bridge. It is a steel truss bridge. And of course, Christmas Eve, what was he doing? Contemplating life like all of us are. But here's the thing. How rare is flooding in Las Vegas? Look at this. These are just in December. The other months, other years, rain there is almost non-existent. But this year, Christmas Eve, what happened in Las Vegas? Very interesting here. There was flooding there. In fact, more rain in one day than like Decembers of many years way past. There was actually flooding in Las Vegas. It's kind of like a snowball's chance in hell. But anyway, think about the bridge. Think about It's a Wonderful Life. And remember, the character in It's a Wonderful Life, his name was George.
All right. So you got that. Just go to projectlookinglass.org for more of that. In case there's any new people that haven't watched us before. How we do that, I don't know. I don't know.
Very interesting. Like that bridge is on that map as a marker for it, like a
yeah. We've been doing this for 1 year, by the way, Dave. We've been doing this, and I won't even say we. I'm just saying like it was given to us this way to prove whatever. Okay, let's do. Let's go into some fun stuff, or so-called fun stuff. All right, Dave. Once again, all this stuff is on the dispatch every single morning. You get it. Well, Monday through Friday, you get it at 9:15 or whatever. I don't know when they get it by. But you could go sign up for free. You get all these pushed to you. But this one's an interesting story, Dave Blaze. This the Donald Trump and the JFK Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. What do they call it? The Kennedy Center. Now it's the Trump Center.
Kennedy Center.
All right. So what happened here, Dave?
Now it's the Trump Kennedy Center.
So
the Trump Lincoln Memorial.
All right.
I know that's not funny. Well, it's kind of funny. But you know what? I want to know two things. Number one,
right.
how was this performer affected by the name change? I mean, did they cut his pay? No. Did they?
Okay, well, let's do boycotts. Do you think his fan base will boycott because it's like, oh, you performed for Trump?
It's fan base. Give me a break.
Can I show you this video, Dave?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Of the now Trump Kennedy Center has threatened to sue a performer who called off a Christmas Eve performance. The annual Christmas Eve jazz concert was canceled by the show's host, Chuck Red, after President Donald Trump's name was added to the center last week. In a statement, Red said he chose to cancel the event when he saw the change of signage. On Friday, the center's president, Richard Grinnell, criticized Red's move. In a letter first obtained by the Associated Press, Grinnell called Red's decision a political stunt and intolerant. Grinnell added that the center will seek $1 million in damages.
All right.
Good for Grinnell. Good for
the
guy signed the contract.
Of course he did.
Preparation that goes into this, and this guy goes, I don't like the name on the book. I want to know where all of these, where are all these people when Trump like rolled over Jackie Kennedy's Rose Garden or any of the Kennedy stuff that kind of just got like.
Dave, maybe you can explain to me. Maybe if you put on your smart glasses, explain to me.
Yes.
All right. Now, you saw in the video they had the tarp over the sign. Was that for construct, Mr. Schumer? Was that for purpose, or was it like doody-doody-doo? We're going to change it and put Trump's name.
Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can understand this better. Hold on. All right. So here's the thing. I think it's that they have the big tarp over it so that they can pull it down like all of a sudden.
No, I just say they have. All right, 2 seconds of it. Watch this.
Of the now Trump Kennedy Center has threatened to sue a performer who called off a Christmas Eve performance. The annual Christmas Eve jazz concert was canceled.
That's what I'm talking about. The tarp. Why do they need a tarp there? Is not what?
They can pull it down and they can go ta-da!
Sucker! You play the Kennedy Center, Trump Center for Christmas Eve. Sucker.
Until Trump puts his name on the Washington Monument.
They should, I got it. Just to mess with everyone, just put a tarp over the Washington Monument, right? And people are like, oh crap, it's going to say that Trump.
People don't understand yet that President Trump is just he's a nutcracker. Okay? They don't understand. Do you realize that back when he owned the Miss USA beauty pageant? Okay, that's
now we're talking. Let's just go back to those days.
He was putting out tweets. Like, do you remember when what's her name? Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson from the Twilight movies when they were dating or whatever.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Guys, do you know what he's talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Trump, though, when they broke up, was putting out tweet after tweet that Robert Pattinson should never go back out with her because she probably cheated on him and she's not worth it.
This is why we love Trump. This is why we love him, because he does stuff like that.
This guy is a billionaire sitting up in Trump Tower going, I better put this, wait till you see how crazy they get when they see this tweet.
All right.
He's putting his name on the Kennedy Center. The next thing will be the Washington Monument.
I'm telling you. All right. Wait till you see Mount Rushmore. All right, one more to go, guys. This one. All right, here we go. All right, Dave Blaze, here we go. This is the last story from the Dispatch. Let's just have some fun here. Drake May. This guy's a stud. He's the new Tom Brady. Can I say that? He's the new Tom Brady. All right, can we at least show behind the scenes? We have a lot of ladies here. We're going to take you into the locker room. Can we take you into the locker room? All right, here we go.
And it was a great team win and a lot of great efforts, and everybody helped us. Okay, but I'm glad we got number 10 pulling the trigger. So again, take care of our bodies. It's late in the season, fellas. The workouts, the conditioning, we have to have a mindset that there's a lot of work left. Okay, and what we've done, okay, is pretty special. But we got to keep thinking ahead.
All right. So.
Okay, now let's put this into perspective.
Yes.
Okay? Let's put this into perspective. This guy is suggesting that he should be the MVP because of his performance against the Jets.
All right.
The Jets. Put up that image. Let's see if folks remember this scene from Seinfeld. Okay, here is Kramer that he was named the number one at his dojo. And then the gang finds out that he actually is taking karate lessons at a children's dojo, and he's the best. He's the best.
But I'm the sensei in between them. That's actually is that me? Is that me?
But the point is, that is the example of Drake May saying he should be the MVP.
He should.
Beating up on the Jets.
These are pros. These
35, 75.
You are upset. Dave. You're upset because he beat up on the Jets. That's why you're upset.
If they had done the same thing to the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Chicago Bears or something like that, then I'd be saying, all right, well, that's, maybe he's got a case to be made. But he's beating up on these guys. They can barely get out of the locker room.
So
let me on the line. I mean, it's really.
Let me show off for a second. When I was taking pictures for the Atlanta Falcons, all right, and I was in the locker room when the team wasn't there. I saw all the paychecks. Back then they used, I guess, physical checks. I don't know what they do. So they're in envelopes, right? A couple of these guys, Dave, had like 4 or 5 paychecks, and they're not like normal people's. Like, oh, this is my $2,000, $900 paycheck. I couldn't believe it. They were like multiple paychecks. They weren't even cashing them until later.
Don't they get like extra money, like for how many tackles they're involved with?
They're
involved with, or how many that they're involved.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it was a bonus check. That's probably what it was.
That's why in football you see the pylons, because then they can say, "I was in that tackle. I was in that one."
All right. Guys, we did it. Is technically our second show. Thank you. I get to say this, or let's do this. Tracy, could you tell them what to do? Is she here? Tracy's still here to smash.
Tracy's here.
All right, Tracy. So we got. All right, I was gonna give her.
That's right, Stella. Bonuses.
Okay. All right. Smash the like button.
Tracy's ready to tackle.
Smash the like button.
That's right, Joyce. They're going to rename Kennedy Airport.
We're coming into Trump LaGuardia. Please
right.
fasten your seatbelt.
We're coming into, that's right, Trump LaGuardia, Trump Flushing Meadow. And what was Kennedy Airport's first name? Was it Wiley Field?
I don't even know.
Some kind of crazy name.
Okay, we got to go. Thank you so much. Don't forget, go to georgemagazine.com. Shoot, just get a subscription. Because when you get a subscription, you got the digital version, which is out now. Is it out now?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. You get to see the outro. Here we go. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.